Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods Gravitas. This horse, or mare I guess, is now fully trusting in us, which means if we go ahead and put a saddle in here, we can put it to the test and see the speed. So this is an 11 speed horse. It feels faster, right, compared to the donkey. I think time will tell when we start going like in between locations to sort of feel how fast it is. I guess we can do a quick comparison to that little trip we just took, and I'll switch it out for the donkey, and we'll see if it's vastly noticeable, because I feel like it will be, whereas in the moment it might not. I think it feels close to the same, but I think part of that is because the other horse is so much bigger. You know what I mean? That like, even though it doesn't look like it's going that fast, it is, if that makes sense. I think so anyhow. I guess, once again, time will tell. Because this guy has a speed of about 7.5. This guy is 11, so it should be way better. And better jump height, so we can actually climb up things. Anyhow. I chopped all this stuff down. That is currently being processed over here. As you can see, little smoke particles. Oh, a bunch of trees have grown. That's actually really nice. Last episode, we got the bloomery. This guy here. And we actually processed some iron. And we have 3 raw iron blooms. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We need 14 of these, pretty much. Which means we need, in order to make the anvil. So we need about, what am I looking at? Well, we need about, why can't I think? 1,100 millibuckets. So yeah, we've got a little bit up here, obviously, but obviously, once again, we need a little bit more. So up here, we've got about 4 ingots. So that puts us at about 7. So I just need 700 more millibuckets. Sounds like a plan. Where we were getting that stuff from it was limonite somewhere. It wasn't the bismuth. It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. It actually wasn't that one, surprisingly, which means it must be that one over there, about 200 meters. And our inventory's, it's as messy as usual, but not much we can do about that. I was actually considering trying to use vessels, but even then, like, I don't really know what I'm using them for, you know what I mean? Like, do I just, like, there we go. You know what I mean? Like, well, what am I actually trying to store? What am I trying to put away to save room? The sword? The stuff doesn't even go in there. The walking stick, the torches. I don't know. But we could do that, you know. We could fill our inventory with vessels, and that might make things a little bit easier. What I will do... I keep forgetting that the lead drops at the horse, rather than, like, where you are. But anyway, we'll head over here. And yeah, that'll be it. Now, I think last time, I could be wrong, but I feel like there was a bear over here. It is possible... By the way, this is feeling way faster. It is possible it's the bear that's trapped in that hole, if you remember from like way back at the start of the series. We may just double check that, especially now that I think we can run away quite nicely on this creature. There should be a hole. Yeah, this hole here has a black bear in it. Okay, perfect. So we're fine. Everything's fine. Remain calm. So the limonite is there. About 300 meters. And we actually found a little bit of ruby under here as well. And I'm now remembering, was the limonite exactly where we thought it would be, or was it? Because this is obviously where our bookmark is, but clearly we moved over a little bit, didn't we? Oh, you know what? I think we went down there, which is once again awfully close to the black bear, but I think it's fine. We're going to go ahead and hope that our horse doesn't fall into the hole with the black bear. I'll be honest. It probably will, but in my eyes, that's a little bit funny. So, we're just going to continue. So, yeah, we could bring the horse down here. Might be tricky to get down, and it's probably going to fall down there. Yeah, so we'll just stick with what we got. Torch in the offhand so that we can actually see. And, I'll see what I can do down here. Oh, we've already got it, like, just in there. That's the 700 we need. We have a few bits extra as well. Cool. Yeah, sure. There we go. All right, so we'll head back. Quick and easy. Problem solved. Well, you know what else I realized? We do need to put a name tag on this horse that we have, because, like, right now, I don't know where it is. It's that, I think. Is that the horse? I think it is. That's this direction? Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. We definitely need to put a name on the horse so that we can actually find the stuff. So yeah, we'll have to figure that out. Oh, I just realized I've been chowing down on rotten melon. What do we have now? We have hunger like crazy. Okay, we can solve this. Let's throw the rotten melon on the ground. We can probably use it at home, but you know, it's fine. We'll grab this melon out. I think I've got knives on me. We'll grab that out. Hopefully that'll keep us alive. Alright, so home sweet home, what is the plan? Well, we can process all of these in the bloomery. You can put 24 in of each, which means how much would that be? It would be oh god. It would be that much. I could put in this much. So it'd be 300. Wait, what do I have? I have normal and rich. Hold on. Normal. Oh, and those ones are rich. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, so that would actually be 700 if I put those in. We will lose a little bit. We'll lose about yeah, we'll lose a little bit. Unless I find something worth 15, which is this. Because then that takes that up to 400. And then this is 300. That's actually perfect. Now, the problem with this is it will use 24 charcoal. Because you need to have 1 charcoal per ore you put in there, right? But we'll get exactly what we want. Alternatively, we can put charcoal into the crucible, right? We can set that guy up, get him melting stuff. Then we can cast them into ingots. So a little bit more manual work. There'll obviously be ingots as well. And then we could put in 7 ingots and 7 charcoal. In terms of charcoal efficiency, that sounds insanely more efficient. Like when you just think about that. 24 charcoal versus 7 charcoal plus however much charcoal it takes to smelt this stuff, which I don't think is that much. I just don't think it's that much. So I do think that that's the play. This stuff appears to be not smoking anymore, which means I believe we can grab out our goodies. Let that do its thing. Boom, 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 boom. Is that all of them? Boom. Because we've only got 18 to work with, and I don't really want to have to wait again. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's the plan. So in here, we've currently got Molten Unknown. What I wanted to do was just quickly get rid of that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to try and do. We're just going to light this crucible up. I'm going to let that stuff melt before we put anything in there, obviously. I want these to go into the crucible and then into this vessel and just get rid of it. So that way we get 2 extra vessels that we can use for storing things again or smelting things again without it being a horrific mess. So that's that plan. The follow-up plan is going to involve everything else. Everything else being, what do you call it? Ingot molds and stuff. But that should be fine. One problem would be this guy. That has some molten bronze in him. What I might do as well, you know what? We could probably put it into this. You might as well keep it. You know, you never know when you need that little extra bit. So this stuff's obviously moving across, which is pretty good. I can probably... No, I'll leave it for now. I was going to chuck that in already, but okay, that's empty, and we'll take that out. Cool. So, in this chest is going to go the thing full of useless nothingness, and then in this chest we'll put the 2 empty vessels. How does that sound? Then what we're going to do, in terms of this cleanup mission, is this guy will go here with this mold, and so he'll heat up and pour his stuff in there. Wonderful. Beautiful. The next thing we'll do is probably just have all this stuff smelt. Now, this stuff melts at brilliant white, right? So what that means, essentially, is that we don't have to worry about it melting. We just kind of don't have to. In order to melt it, obviously, we have to hit the bellows, but that's a completely intentional decision that you make, as opposed to, oh no, I left it in too long. So we'll chuck these in. They'll apparently heat up insanely fast as well, might I add. That's pretty good. So they'll heat up like crazy, and then I'll hit them with the bellows. They'll get to white, and they'll get to brilliant white, and they'll melt. And then what we're going to do is grab out our ingot casts. Clearly, I want a few more. Let me put the rest of these away if I can. Beautiful. Just because I want to be able to store exactly what I want to use. Grab these out. Go boom, and pour that. Right? Or is it not molten anymore? Is it solid because it's... Yeah, it may be solid because I hadn't hit it with the thing again. It's fine. We'll figure it out. All right, so yep, we're at the heat again. So I hit that, and then I should be able to cast it. I'm a little bit confused as to why I'm not able to cast. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say why I'm not able to cast it, but it looks like we're fine. Chuck this stuff in too. And then the second they're out, switch them out and keep pouring while it's hot. Although I feel like it's already not hot enough. Alright, so yeah, we can watch the actual crucible, so it's at brilliant white now, which means we can pour. And we'll see if we can get 2 going. Come on. Oh, they do take a while to pour. Are these even full? They're not. The ones that I have aren't even full, I've just realized. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing, but that's fine. So we probably are going to burn through a decent chunk of stuff here, but I think it'll be fine. By the way, did I get enough stuff? I'm trying to think. I think I got enough stuff. Can we top those up as well? Come on. Oh my god. That's rough. Okay, yeah. Okay, they're full. Pour that. Get these guys ready, although I have a feeling I'm going to have to hit another bellows hit. Let that keep staying hot. Perfect. Boom, boom. Pour that. Maybe hit another bellows. I'm probably wasting more charcoal than I need to by constantly hitting that bellows, but it appears to be worth it. Oh, what are we? It's empty. Oh, I split them 50-50. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's the 50-50 one. Yep, you're going to go there. That's going to melt. Did that work? I think that worked. Yes, 100. Perfect, perfect. So, we now have exactly what we want. We have 4, 5, 6. How did that happen? Why do these numbers not add up? I must have put back something that I shouldn't have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I needed 7. I know we've got this stuff as well, which is kind of all we need, to be honest, but the hammer needs 2 stuff itself. So I'm sort of thinking like, we'll have to do more anyway. Alright, well, we'll chuck in an extra ingot, I guess. Maybe I accidentally broke something, I'm not too sure. But we'll chuck that in, that'll be fine. Let that heat up. Make sure that this stays hot. We'll take that stuff out anyway. It looks like we've got plenty of charcoal. And as you can see, so far it appears as though that is the way to do it in terms of saving your charcoal and whatnot. So, this is yellow white. Hit that. And then get this to pour the second that this goes brilliant white. Boom. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't have molds in there. Oh, embarrassing. Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, what? What? Mold table has a cast iron ingot in it. Do you see that? Okay. What's going on here? That's an ingot mold. I don't know if I should pick that up. I don't... It says at the top, cast iron ingot. Hold on, I'm going to take the charcoal out because I feel like we're in a bit of a pickle here. Alright, so yeah, I've got 6 ingots. This thing claims there's an ingot in it, which, I'll be honest, makes sense because, like, what are we seeing there? Alright, I'm gonna dig it up. It doesn't say I can or cannot, so I'm just gonna do it and hope that the thing drops. Like the mold table, even. Okay, the mold table does drop. It just says it's a mold table. I place it back down, it's just a mold table. Okay, cool. Quite odd, but it's fine. That's not the end of the world, I guess. Alright, we hit it with the bellows. It should heat up. Brilliant white. Pour it out. We may have to give it another pump, just from history. That should be plenty. Let's see. 100. Perfect. Let's go in to this guy and grab out all those charcoal ingots. Beautiful. We've now got this guy. We'll cool him down. Alright, so even after those hiccups, we'll have to drink water. But I'm still sure that, I mean, that saved us obviously a lot more charcoal than otherwise. Because we would need, what would we need? Also, did I need 7 or did I need... Why do I feel like I needed more than 7? Like, what's happened here? I feel like I've done something dumb. We've got 3 blooms, and I've gotten 7. So we now have essentially 10 blooms. Why'd I do that? Is that because I already had about 400 of the stuff and I was meant to cast those as well? I think so. I think so, in which case, a little bit embarrassing, but I mean, clearly not the end of the world. We'll just do it. But it means that we may have wasted enough charcoal that we can't actually do it. In fact, obviously we'll need more charcoal regardless. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay, well anyway. I guess I'll continue. Alright, and we've got the last 2 casting at the moment. And then that should be all that we need. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, assuming I don't mess up anything. Alright, well, we've got everything we need. Oh, did I leave charcoal in there? I did. Okay, well, we need a little bit more charcoal regardless. I'm cooking up some charcoal. Chances are they'll both be done when the other thing's done, if that somehow makes any sense whatsoever. So, for example, if I chuck 7 of this in with 7 of this, that stuff should be done by the time the blooms are done. So, we'll do that. We'll see if that works. Oh God. Okay, 1 second. Alright, let me try this again. 1, 2, okay, so 7 of you and 7 of you. Yep, beautiful. So it makes a little bit of a pile down there. We can open this up and grab out our ladders, I guess. Maybe. I don't know if we got them or not. Okay. So now there's 7 inputs and 7 catalysts. And we can light this up. Boom. There we go. So in 15 minutes, we will have our raw iron blooms, and it should be a perfect 7 raw iron blooms. After that, we will need 4 more. And so that's why we've got this and this. I'll double check our chest to make sure that we don't have that stuff, but I think we've got to wait the 15 minutes anyway now, so the charcoal will be done when that happens, I think. That should be pretty good. Yep, we've got an unknown ingot. Let's maybe chuck this guy up here too. Maybe I put the unknown ingot into the vessel as well, just to sort of... I just don't like it. You know what I mean? I don't like having it. I want to just get it out of the system in a way. But how will I do that? When does this melt? Oh, this melts it very hot. Oh, so I can actually do it over here. I can place the vessel there, place this guy here, chuck in a log, for example, set that guy on fire, and that should go into there, right? I think. All right, here it goes. And... boop, it's gone. Cool. That solves that problem. You know what we can do? We can make another ingot of bismuth bronze that I can turn into a sickle, because our sickle broke, so I kind of want to make another one. And we're waiting on stuff anyway, so we may as well. I've got a bunch of the poor stuff, bismuth, copper, and zinc, and we can do the ratio perfectly. So what we need is 20 bismuth, 30 zinc, 50 copper. Yeah, okay, so 20 bismuth, so that'll be 2 of those. Oh, but that's 30. Oh, because these are 15. Oh, but yeah, it should still be fine. It might not be a perfect ingot, but it should still be good. Then we'll do 30 of that, and then we'll do 5 of that. Because all that matters is the ratio, right? So that should be perfect. So we'll chuck all of that in. We'll obviously need to put a little bit extra in later. We don't have charcoal. Okay, hold on. We may still be able to do this in a pot, potentially. 1, 2, 3. For example, if we get an empty vessel, I think we can do this. Empty vessel is in here. I won't do a bismuth bronze vessel because I'm concerned, but I will do this vessel just to do some testing. So the vessel will go here, and then I need to smelt stuff into there. So first things first will be to see if we can even put malachite in there, right? Because there's a chance that it just doesn't work. In terms of logs, we do have some that burn it bright red. I'm going to hope that they somehow get to an orange 4 with a bellows. I could also, if we feel like it, bring this guy across, and maybe that's the better option, because then we don't even have to use the vessel. Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty good. So, chuck this on, let that heat up, that should be good. That'll get to bright red. Obviously, I want to put in 5 of this, 3 of this, and then 2 of those. So that'll heat up, and eventually that'll turn into liquid. We will get the bellows from here. There we go. And we'll chuck that guy back here. Why not? And hope that that's facing the right direction. So, some of these things, the sphalerite should melt pretty quick. So should the bismuth. Here we go. Yep, they're all in there. Wonderful. And now it's just this extra piece of bismuth and obviously the malachite. We'll wait for this to get to bright red, then we'll hit the bellows. So it's bright red. Hit the bellows. It gets up to, let's see, orange. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Is that seriously as hot as it gets? Oh, 4. There we go. An extra little bit of bellows. And now we have bismuth bronze in here, which I can then... well, we have a few options, to be honest. Option number 1 is just to quickly put all that stuff into an ingot. That makes sense. Why not? Ah, we need to keep pumping the bellows, do we? To get it hot enough to go into it? Yeah, alright. But yeah, then we have an ingot there. And then what I can do is that one full of the bismuth, this guy here, we can top him off. So chuck him here, and he'll fill up. I may need to hit the bellows again. And then, this guy, who's currently hot, we can grab out this, open him up, chuck that in, and get a second bismuth. If we can get it out fast enough, and we could not. Okay, that's fine. We can keep this guy here. Does he heat up in here? I don't quite recall. Does not look like it, does it? So how do I need to do this? I need to place this guy in the campfire? In here? Yeah, I mean, that works. I will say, using the campfire and the bellows seems really good. Like, it genuinely seems pretty good. The fact that you can get it to yellow with the bellows, that is honestly pretty crazy. I didn't have a clue. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if we could have done a lot more using just the campfires, because that is... I mean, that's pretty insane, isn't it? You can almost cast iron in there. Alright. Alright, we're learning. It's fine. We'll chuck that stuff in there. Bring those in the corner. I think that's a good spot to have them. So. And all this junk can go in. Beautiful. So obviously we're waiting on that. We're waiting on this guy. We now have 2 ingots here that we can take out. Perfect. One of these ingots we would like to heat up. So we'll chuck him in here. I think he'll get hot enough. In terms of hammers, we've obviously got one. That should be fine. We should be able to work that into a sickle. Alrighty, so this guy is about to be bright red. Perfect. He is going to go in here, click on this, turn him into a scythe. Not a sickle, sorry. We're going to bring this over close. Hit that there. Line it up perfectly. Yeah, that looks perfect. We need to do bend third last, draw second last, and a hit. So bend, draw, and a hit. A bend will be 7. A draw will be -15, and a hit will be one of those. So, what's that going to be? Okay, I think I know what we do. Wait, do I know what we do? No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. Hold on. I'm sitting here. It's actually kind of painful trying to just figure out how to do it perfectly. I think I know. I think we need to go forward like that. So then we do a bend, a draw. Okay, well that clearly didn't work. Oh, you know what? I think it would have worked. I just need to do a bend on top of that. Maybe? Yeah. I think that was the problem. Okay, so hold on. I need to do 1, 2, 3, draw, and a hit. Yeah, that's perfect. So I could have done it if I had thought properly the first time. Oh well. But anyway, we now have a scythe, which means I can get my saplings back from the trees a little bit easier now. Oh, bloomery is done. These are not done just yet though. But the bloomery is. So we can mine this down. And as you can see, we get 7 pieces perfectly. So now we have 10 total. Obviously, it's still a little bit hot, which does mean we can work it. So we can chuck this in here and start chipping away at it to make it a refined bloom. What's the ratio going to be for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 strings bend punch. Then it's going to be hit, hit, hit. So essentially what I want to do is get this guy to be 9. So it's going to be boom, boom, and then 1, 2, 3. If we had a hammer in there. So boom, and then we do 2, 3. That's not lined up perfectly. Alright, well, we almost had it. Alright, let's, I don't even know where to put this. I think we need to have it on there with charcoal, so it's going to be one of those situations, I think. We'll grab this out. Ow, ow. Chuck this guy here. So these things burn at brilliant white, so we're going to chuck them just in there. We're obviously going to want to put charcoal in there. Before we do that, we want to have the other stuff actually processing. And another thing is I've got plenty more of this stuff. Can I throw them through here? I know it says to throw them at the top, but like, surely I can throw them through here. We have 4 cast iron ingots. And for charcoal, can I do boom boom? Yes, perfect. So they're in there, and I'm going to light it on fire. And now we wait 15 minutes. Cool, beautiful. And I've got some more charcoal going. In the meantime, the rest of our charcoal can go into here. We've got plenty, which is wonderful. Set this guy on fire, let him heat up, bada bing, bada boom. Awesome. I'll put more charcoal in as well. So, yeah, we're just going to be using this guy a lot. So I should probably double down and get another hammer. Oh, you can actually weld these just from the heat in here, because they don't get to brilliant white, obviously, but cool. So, I'm going to be grabbing these out. Raw iron bloom, brilliant white. Obviously, we want this. We're going to do 3 of these with 1 of you and 1 of you. And you reckon that doesn't line up? Yeah. So then that lines up. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. Then we're going to do a draw and a hit. That should have been it. Oh, no, it's... what have I done? 1, 2... Huh? Oh, hold on. Alright, I'll be honest, I have no idea what I did, but it was pretty bad. I completely forgot what I was trying to do there, and it went horribly. We got the thing, right? The quality of it doesn't matter as long as it happens. So it's not the end of the world. But this might take me a little bit to get into the swing of things. Hold on, am I meant to work these again into the ingot? Yeah, maybe I should be doing that instead of like another thing altogether. That makes more sense, and these are hits as well. Alright, so that looks lined up perfectly. Then it's hits last, so I just do boom, 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 boom. Perfect, cool. Okay, we can make this happen. Alright, I'm actually getting the swing of it. So I'll try and walk through what I do. Hit it until you go past, right? So hit shrink until you go past, then do a draw, then bend and punch lines you up perfectly. Then you do bend and punch to get you 9 above, then 3 hits down. Then to get to this one, you do almost the same, but this time you get close enough, like so just before. Then you do a bend, that lines you up perfectly. Then you do a bend and a punch to be 9 above, and then the 3 hits to go back. And that might sound confusing, but when you're doing like, 14 in a row or 10 in a row, or whatever we're doing in a row, you do get into a swing of things, and it's pretty nice. Hold on, am I meant to be doing something else as well? Yeah, I need to be double ingoting them. So let me actually continue doing that. I was going to sleep, but we may as well keep this stuff going. So let's reignite this. Grab these out. Chuck them back in here. And just, heat them all back up again. Now, to be fair, the double ingot, I think, is actually pretty simple to do. If I grab... I think we need flux is sort of what I'm about to make here. So if I grab this out, split this up, and just boom, flux... We can get a decent amount, 2 stacks. Sounds good to me. While we're here, let's go ahead and combine these just to clear up a little bit of inventory. So that can go in there with some flux, and then I place them on shift right click with the hammer, and I think that does it. Yeah, so we grab 2 of these. Oh, we grab 2 of these, place them on, boom, boom. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I clearly did not need to do this right now. Like, this is a walk in the park to do at a later date. I'll chuck in the other 2 raw iron ingots that we already had, just so I can get this part out of the way, I guess. Even though we'll still need 2 more anyway, but I don't know. In my mind, this somehow helps. Sweet, 2 more double ingots. So, we have 6. We obviously need 1 more to do that, and then another one for the other things. 2 minutes, we get the bloom. I could wait, or I could just sleep. That seems like the easiest solution. So we'll sleep. The blooms will be done. Then we just gotta heat them up, work them, do that fun stuff. Bingo, bango. We have an altar and possibly a coke oven as well, all in one. So, we'll quickly dig this up. That's what we want. Oh, we can leave that open. These will go in here. We will reignite this guy, so chuck some charcoal back in. Get that guy lit back up. And Yeah, we'll see what we can do. We should be able to do it all. Ooh, our compost should be done as well. Do I dare shift right click? Because I'm trying to right click at the moment. Nothing happens. If we search, I was told that that I could search. Is that in the index? I was told that there was a search bar, but I don't remember specifically how they said to do it. Resize UI and then history. Oh, reading history. That's nice. Oh, God, is that? Yeah, that looks nice. Anyhow, I mean, I was just gonna look at compost, right? Like that should be pretty easy to find, hopefully. All right, I'm not too sure. But either way, this stuff should be ready to go. So these are gonna come here. We'll see if we can do 2 in a row. Almost. It was almost hot enough, but just not quite. And it looks like we're gonna need another hammer to get through all these. So that's the last one. Oh, sorry, these are the last ones. That is not the right one. What is happening with that? There we go. I knew it was in my inventory, just invisible. Sweet. We have everything we need. Ooh, you know what? One of these wasn't meant to be a double ingot. One of these can probably be melted back down into individual ingots. And it's probably going to be that one there. Put those on there. He's at that. Let's grab the bellows back. Reason being is obviously I used the ingots before. I guess that was a mistake. So melt that down. That should be liquid soon. And then we'll quickly pour that out. Brilliant white. Come on. There we go. Pour that out. Maybe keep hitting it a little bit just to keep it hot. And we should get 2 ingots out of this. And then we can actually use those to make the hammer for that thing. So everything should be fine. Alright, in the meantime, you ready? Boom, 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 boom. Crafting table. And wrought iron anvil. Here it is. Boom. Glorious. Spectacular. Wonderful. So we'll bring this stuff over. Go ahead and chuck a stack in there. We've got the hammer. Wonderful. So we're going to be putting 2 ingots in here, turning them into sheets, and that's what we'll be doing. So these ones are nice and ready to go. So we'll take those out. So these are cast iron. So I broke them. Yeah, okay. So they melt into cast iron. So I've actually got to chuck them back in here and process them down into raw iron again in order to make this hammer. Because it's got to be a wrought iron sheet. Okay. Oh, and it was meant to be a double ingot? Gah! What a horrendous mistake. Okay, that's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world, it's just like, how embarrassing. And it looks like we'll also want to smelt up this stuff too. To get 2 more ingots, right? Because we needed double ingots. Sure, so that stuff can go in there. And we'll melt that down. That should be fine. It looks like we need more charcoal, but that stuff should be ready as well. So it's a win, 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 win. I hit that bellows probably a bit too early, but once again, it's not the end of the world. Oh, there we go. We can take out these 2 extra bits of charcoal. These guys should be full. Awesome. We'll let those cool down. Actually, there should be... I'll be honest, the fact that they don't show that they have stuff in them is concerning to say the least. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. It's got cast iron ingots in there that don't count as the molds. It must be a bug. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. But I'll tell you what. In order to do the rest of the stuff, we'd have to wait for this guy anyway, which is going to take a little while. We've got to do a few different things. We'll say today was the wrought iron ingot, anvil, and I'm happy with that. It's progress at the least. Next episode, we'll likely get the other stuff smelted and stuff. Hopefully this fixes itself when I rejoin or whatever. Otherwise, I guess I'll go and do a bit more mining or something. Then we should be able to get the coke oven up and running, and then we can see how good that is, or how bad it is at converting our logs into charcoal. But it should be good. Should be. Yeah. Okay, sweet. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you're still enjoying the series. I know it's not for everyone, but I'm sticking with it for a little while. I'm quite enjoying it. Because if it is for you, it's pretty good. it's a good mix up. Thank you to our channel members, of course. Our tier 3 channel members, Melizzi and Andre. Thank you guys so much. Don't feel pressured to donate. I know I say it, but genuinely don't feel pressured. If you've got extra money and you really feel like it, I'm not gonna say no, obviously, but obviously make sure you're doing fine before you even consider throwing money at someone online, regardless of who it is. But yeah, thank you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.